Hey, this is Chris.
And I'm Fraser, and you're listening to
Ramble,
Record.
repeat.
It took me 5 months to make that intro. That's what took us so long. It took me 5 months to make that intro.
That's 100%. That's the exact reason why.
5 months.
5 months.
5 months to make that intro.
So what I have to say is happy civic holiday, happy Labor Day, happy Thanksgiving, Merry Christmas, and Happy New Year's. There we go. We're covered.
Damn. And everything in between that we missed.
Yeah.
That's crazy. You know what? I'm not going to lie. I blame life for that one.
100%. Yeah.
It was one of those things. Might as well get this out of the way. It was one of those things. Like Ashley, unfortunately, like I've talked in the last one, she lost her job in end of July. Still hasn't had any luck. She's applied to over 250 positions.
Wow.
No one is hiring.
But she does Derek-itis.
Yeah. It's like it was around the same time they both lost it, because when we went to the Toronto Game Expo, I was talking to Derek, and he told me that he lost his job, and it was the same thing. He's like about 200 and something, and I'm like, yeah, man, it's like, it's not. And I kept trying to like reassure Ashley, it's not her, it's just unfortunately how things are right now. Like it's just the state of everything is kind of just, there's nothing, you can't predict anything. So like places that you think would want you, they want something different. And unfortunately what Ashley does right now, anybody that can use a computer can say they're a graphic designer.
Yeah.
And they'll come in a lot cheaper than someone who's been doing it for like 20 years, like Ashley did, right?
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. She'll find a place that will want her. And then like that's why I told her, I'm like, we're doing okay right now. It's tight. We're doing good. Yeah. And like I'd rather her work at a place that makes her happy than rushing into something just for the sake of it and then being miserable.
Yeah, with her skill set and the quality of the work that she can do,
yeah,
she's gonna get something that she's gonna love and she's gonna be able to do. I fully believe that you guys have got nothing to worry about. She's got nothing to worry about. But I get it. It can play on your mind and it can knock your confidence.
This is her first time getting fired.
Yeah,
I've been fired like countless times, and one of them was for my family member, like a family company. So I'm like, whatever. But like I said to Ashley, and I quoted this, and she's like, "Are you really quoting Avengers?" I go, "Yeah, you're like Thanos. You're inevitable." But it's like you gotta like put things into perspective and stuff like that. So like that happened. So I was working a lot of overtime, like just to kind of balance things out, and you know, because like her income was, we were using unemployment. And then they're like, oh, if you, because we went through the thing, and she was fully honest with them. And she's like, I'm a freelance designer. So if I do work, money doesn't come in for like 2 months, because that's how the contract works. So they're like, oh, don't worry. You claim the money when it's in your account, not from the job, but when the money's in your account. So that's what Ashley did. Like she worked and worked and worked and worked. And like when it came in, like little bit work, and then when it finally came in, she claimed it. And when she claimed it, they're like, oh, why are you claiming money? We're canceling your unemployment. So like, God damn it. So like we got it just to lose it. And then she's like, they're like, you can apply again. And I'm like, why? What's the point? If you guys are working this hard to not give us the money that Ashley's been putting into, like we'll just deal with it. So like I've been working crazy overtime, like 14-hour days, 15-hour days, just to try to pick up the slack where we need it. And then like even for Christmas, we didn't exchange gifts or anything. It was just focusing on Nathan, and I had it off, which was nice, but we just focused on Nathan and the dinner with like, which we had the family over, and other than that. And then like, unfortunately, like getting a little even like off the topic of the job, like I know I told you this, but like my friend Anthony, his wife just randomly passed away, younger than us.
Yeah.
And I don't know why, but it hit me really, really hard, where I was like, not like depressed, but just like, you know, like when you're like all of our heroes, like wrestling stars and stuff, are dying, you're like, oh man, we're getting to that age. But I'm like, I didn't expect someone younger than me, who's like I've known for 13 years, just to So it was kind of like putting things into perspective. And that's when I started slowing down with work. And I'm like, no, I'm doing too much here and I'm not going to, miss out and shit like that. So I was like I was helping him and going through that stuff too. And it was just a bunch, a cornucopia of speed bumps that stopped me at least.
I always say to myself, and I say this to people, when you're at work and you're busy and you're pulling your hair out and you're doing this and that, and then you just stop and you say to yourself, look, if I were to get hit by a bus tomorrow, or if I was to find a new job or whatever, they're not going to care about me anymore. They're going to just move on and they're going to replace me. So yes, I'm going to work hard and I'm going to do my job, but don't kill yourself, because guess what? They're just going to move on
to the next person.
So, yeah. So enjoy life, enjoy the little things, and spend time with family, spend time with friends, and try not to sweat the big things either. So.
Yeah, that's what I told Ashley. I'm like, it'd be different if I knew she wasn't trying to find work, but I've seen her every day, like on her computer, not wasting time, not like fucking around. She's been busting her ass. So I'm like, it's out of your hands. So it's kind of like one of those like Jesus take the wheel things. You just apply and hope that the right company finds you, right? So I'm not overly worried about it. I'm not I'm not upset about it or anything like that. But like, I completely agree. Like once like the whole thing with Anthony's wife happened, I started slowing down with work, and I'm like the same thing. I'm like, they don't care. Like, I'll just get someone else to do it. But I do 100% when I'm there. Like even this week, because of it, the board period switch from Christmas to January, I've gone 9 days without a day off, and it's like 14-hour, 9 days. And today, guess what time I started today? 3:30 in the morning.
And you've been up since, basically.
So it was 3:30 in the morning. I did a trip on the beautiful 300, yeehaw, the Vomit Comet, and I worked until 10 doing airport, and then I stopped, and then I wasn't supposed to go back to work until 2:30, where I drive for an hour and run the bus in at 4.
Oh wow!
Or to be done for around 4.
Yeah,
and I'm like, okay, so I was doing that. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to go to my parents and sleep maybe. Right. And then I have to pick up Nathan from daycare, and Ashley was doing something and she wasn't able to. So I call my work and I go, hey, look, I got to pick up my son from daycare. I don't think I'm going to be able to do my second piece. Like, don't worry about it. You're good. You've gone like this long, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like sitting here. I'm like, oh, I have this get out of jail free card that I've not been using. I'm not 3 years, dude. Yeah. Never just not come into work because and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
So I came home at like 12 because I had to pick him up around 3:30. So I came home at 12, took a nap, and then went and picked him up. So it was
nice.
It kind of like it would have been a much different podcast.
It'd be a sleepy podcast.
So that was nice. So the exact same thing. It's like, you got to take care of the stuff that matters, which is why we're coming up to see you guys next week too.
Woo! We're just doing everything,
and we're leaving the kid at home at my parents.
Get loose and cut a rug, or cut
a rug.
Cut loose and cut a rug.
We're cutting all your rugs and dropping deuce.
Upper deckers, right? Only upper.
No,
deckers.
bottom deckers.
Bottom. You just poop on the floor.
Speaking of pooping. Potty trained.
Is he? Really?
Yeah.
That's huge. That's awesome, man.
We did it at the Christmas break. We went full.
That's smart. Yeah.
Yeah, because he was off for a week. He still has the occasional poop accident, but peeing, no problems. He's dry at night, everything.
That's awesome. That's huge.
Well, because we got him Nintendo underwear, and we're like, Mario doesn't like getting wet unless he doesn't have his frog suit on. And seriously, I don't know how that worked, but that's what we do.
It works.
Yeah, it works.
That's awesome.
He's been good with that. Do you guys have a good Christmas?
Yeah, I mean, so I posted this to social. We were supposed to record just before Christmas, and I got COVID. So it's my second time getting COVID.
How was it compared to the first?
So Paula and Molly had it a month before me. and
I remember that too.
Ellis and I didn't get it, and we're like, okay, we're in the clear. And then it was on the weekend. I woke up Sunday morning, and I woke up and I was just like, I don't feel right. I'm not feeling good. It was like 8 o'clock Sunday morning, and I went out and sat on the couch and just kind of chilled for a bit. And then, when you're not feeling well, you can feel it. You're like, oh, okay, this isn't good. I'm not going to feel well. And sure enough, started to get the sniffles, started to stuff up, and started to get cold. So I was lying on the couch, and then Paula got up, and she's like, "Oh, what's going on?" And I said, "I don't feel good." She's like, "Okay, well, maybe you should take a COVID test." I'm like, "Yeah, I probably should." And COVID tests are really hard to find now. The government's not giving them out anymore. You can't get them at the grocery store anymore.
I know. You have to stockpile them.
Well, my sister-in-law works at a pharmacy, so luckily I was able to get one from her. But so I tested positive. I'm like, okay, well, it's COVID. I mean, I'm starting to not feel good. And then like a couple hours later, it hit me where I was like completely cold, fever, frozen, lying on the couch. And that evening, it was like 6 o'clock at night. Like I legit had tears in my eye. I was like done. I'm like, I feel so horrible right now. And I didn't feel that bad the first time I had COVID. I felt worse this time.
Variant.
It must be. It must be some sort of variant. And then the next day I was better. It was only that one night where it was really, really bad. But I still had symptoms and I wasn't well for the next few days. And even around Christmas, like I was better.
You're not 100%. It
wasn't 100%. Like I had a drink. I wasn't really drinking, but I had like one drink. I just wasn't feeling it.
Yeah.
And like 3-4 days after Christmas, I had COVID rebound, which is a real thing, where I was sick again for a day, where I had fever and chills, and it wasn't as bad as the first time, but I was on the couch all day, all night, basically just slept. And then 2 days after that, I actually started to feel myself again and feel normal and was able to function and was able to do stuff around the house. So it was a good 2-3 weeks of just
like on and off.
Yeah. I mean, Christmas was good. Everybody had a good time. It was a nice, quiet Christmas. We had the family come over and we did everything at our house, and it was good. It was just dealing with the sickness kind of before, and
they all came over like, "What's wrong with Chris? You have a blanket? Leave me alone." And Paula bought you like a Grinch onesie, and you just put it on. It's like the green fur, and you're like, "Leave me alone."
That would have been good. I should have got that.
Have you seen those?
It's no,
like a onesie that comes up and it's all Grinch and it's all furry. And
is it his face or just the?
No, it's like your face.
Your face.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, my nose looks weird. I'm using that touch-up thing. Look.
Oh, that is so weird. People listening can't see, but
there's a new function on StreamYard where it like touches up and gets rid of.
How do you do that?
I don't know. I did it right at the beginning. I went to settings, and I changed it, and I got like I put it on the highest setting to do my note. Let me see if I can change it. Hold on. Let's put my appearance back to normal. There we go. I just went back to normal.
I don't see it at all.
Oh, I'm hideous.
Oh, touch up my appearance. Mine's it's checked off. Oh, do it full?
Yeah, go full.
Okay.
It just brightens you up.
Yeah, hasn't done.
Touch your nose. See what happens.
It's
doing a little weird dot thing.
Is it?
Yeah. So mine, I'm gonna touch. I'm going back. I'm going back to be beautiful. I don't want to be hideous anymore. I don't want to be ugly.
That's weird.
No, I'm getting rid of it. It looks weird. Yeah. But yeah, I'm glad you're feeling better. Like, it's been going around like the second round of COVID, even through my family. Like, not me, Ashley, my parents, but like my cousins and stuff have all COVIDified again. And I don't know. Like, I think it's like I said, it's just gonna be like common cold. Where
it is. It is. Yeah.
It's never going away. It's here. And the problem is, like, the minute you think it's away, it mutates again, and you get a new variant of like COVID 47 or whatever it is, and just kicks you in the dick.
Well, and the worst part is I was going on the Monday to go get my next COVID shot and a flu shot, and then Sunday, no COVID. I guess I'm not doing that now.
My parents got both of them. You have to wait like a month or something now, right?
I think it's 3 months.
Yeah. My parents got both of them at the same time, and my mom got really sick. Like, she doesn't know if it was from the COVID vaccine or she doesn't know if it was from the flu, but she got like super, super, super sick. And she's like, I'm never doing both again. She was so angry.
That's funny.
Did you get anything cool for Christmas?
I got
a new car.
Here, let me do this. Look at.
Oh, hold on, go down a bit more. Oh. Chris Farley.
Isn't that awesome?
At first, when it wasn't the double.
Well, you would just see that, right?
Well, no, like you literally just like that. I'm like, it looks like Farley, but I don't know.
Yeah.
And then as soon as you see the double chin, you're like, that's Farley, man.
My brother-in-law got that for me. I was like, when I open it, I'm like, that's the best shirt ever. That is so
It's
mean.
simple too. It is.
Yeah, very simple. So
I like that.
But I got that and
any games.
I got two NES games. So I'm at 630 now. 630,
Damn,
I believe.
girl.
Yeah. So, and then what else? I got a new razor. I asked for a new razor for trimming my beard and stuff like that.
Your pubes. Did you get the lawnmower?
Technically, it could be used for that. Yeah.
You don't want to use them both though. You have to have a separate razor for your pubes and then your face.
There's
You don't want to get
attachment. You can take one off and put the other one on.
You cannot use the same razor here. Okay, everybody, we're gonna ask this question for the men that listen, mainly the two. Do you have a separate razor for your pubes and your face? I say yes. You don't want the pubes crabs jumping in your beard.
But you just replace the end and swap it. You're good.
No, it doesn't work that way. Nope. You have a separate razor. Anything else? Did you catch up on any movies or anything?
I've been watching tons of movies. We watched the standard Christmas movies. Is there anything we didn't watch that we would normally like? We didn't watch 8-Bit Christmas this year. What else didn't we watch?
I didn't even watch that this year. Like I didn't have time to really watch any. Like I watched Arthur Christmas with Nathan.
Oh, we didn't watch that.
No. And then the DreamWorks, all like the little shorts.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Because whenever I would watch TV, it would be with Nathan. Then I'd be going to bed. Mm-hmm. So I didn't really even watch I didn't even watch one of my favorite like Office Christmas Party. Ashley watched all of hers. She watched Scrooge. She watched Lampoon. She watched Love Actually. She watched all those. So
did you do your Christmas morning tradition with your dad though and watch Christmas Story?
So he came over at lunchtime, and then it was just gung ho with Nathan. So we didn't have a chance. But I was like making food, and I did in 2 days. I made 6 batches of Christmas cookies.
Holy cow, that's a lot of cookies.
It was good though. I did Scottish shortbreads, just standard chocolate chip. So they're not Christmas cookies, but Ashley wanted chocolate chip. Then I did dark chocolate cranberry oatmeal, which was nice.
Dark chocolate's good, so yeah. Oh, haystacks are my favorite. I love
haystacks. And then I did a peanut butter cookie, and what was the last one? I don't remember the last one, but I did like a metric shit ton of cookies. It was good though. It was nice. And then we did the turkeys and everything. But like I said, like we didn't do gifts for each other, but my freaking mother-in-law, no one tells your parents what to do apparently. And we told everyone like no gifts, just focus on Nathan. And my mother-in-law got me here. I'll grab what she got me. It's kind of cool. And then I'll show you what my parents got me because they're dirks too. They're jerks, not dirks.
Jerks or dorks?
Both. They're both. There you go. So, what my mother-in-law got me is, so I've been reading the Deceased title. It's DC zombie comic, and it's really good. So it's the superheroes. Let's say Marvel zombies, but a little more grim, not as comedic. Really good. I finished it. I have all the series is done. Then the next one came out is DC versus vampires.
Oh, okay.
It's when like they turn into vampires, and there's like a vampire god and a vampire lord, and like your heroes who you think are going to survive don't. And it's really fun. I'm really enjoying these kind of Elseworld titles where it's not the main continuity. It's just like a separate story, its own entity. There's another one called Dark Knights of Steel, where if it took place in the medieval times, and I've been reading that, and I like that as well. So that's what she got me. And then my parents, I'm finally cool like you, Chris. I'm part of the lightsaber club.
Oh, did you get one? Nice. Purple. That's Mace Windu.
Nope.
No.
Check this out.
Oh,
It turns red.
red.
It's Darth Revan from my favorite game, Knights of the Old Republic, and he is a Sith or a Jedi that turned into a Sith who turned back into a Jedi.
That's cool. I like
So
that.
if you hold it and then you go like this again, it turns back to purple, baby.
Huh.
Ooh,
that's cool. That's awesome. Yeah.
So I'm finally cool. I finally have a lightsaber.
Are you got a stand or anything? Like, are you gonna put it on a wall?
It's actually mounted onto my shelf.
Okay, that works.
I'll see if I can show you a picture. You could see it, but the one person listening or watching can see it when I put it up. But yeah, I got that. So I drilled mounted it into my.
Oh yeah. Okay, that
shelf.
works. That looks good.
You know what actually holds it really well? So I got a custom base, but the top, it felt too tight and I didn't want to scratch the lightsaber. Mm-hmm. So you know those 3M grips that hold mop handles?
Yeah.
Works perfectly. So I just use that and it holds it, and it's rubber, it doesn't put too much pressure.
Oh, nice.
And it's really nice. That, and then like what's it called? Anthony freaking sent us a Christmas gift this year. We weren't expecting it. Asshole sent us a MetaQuest 2.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, man. Damn.
Yeah. So like I guess like Ray had, or his wife had a health insurance policy. Mm-hmm. And when the money came in, like she's, like he bought a house, able to do that. And he's like, he's like, you always sent stuff for Vin, like his son, and like, he's like, you're helping me through this, and he's like, I wanted to do this because you guys were saying you weren't doing stuff for Christmas, and I'm like, you dick, it's like $300.
I know.
So I've been playing. It's over there. I've been playing MetaQuest, mainly the fishing game, which is surprisingly relaxing.
Oh yeah, okay. I've never done a fishing. I think I have one downloaded, but I haven't played it. So
yeah, and then like we haven't got Beat Saber yet because I'm trying to hack it so I can put any music on that I want.
Oh, it's Ryan. He goes, he's creeping again. Waited 5 months, couldn't miss the live stream. So.
Of course, Ryan's always here. Ryan's he's our ride and die.
Ride and die, Ryan.
He's like, so if we were Vin Diesel and I was gonna say Paul Rudd, but not Paul Rudd, Paul Walker, Fast and the Furious, he would be Michelle Rodriguez.
I love it.
You know what's funny though? I would totally watch a Fast and Furious where it's Vin Diesel and Paul Rudd.
Yeah. Oh, I would too, for sure.
That would be good, wouldn't it? But yeah,
so,
go ahead.
I was gonna say I have an unpopular opinion. Just to circle back to what you were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I think vampires are overrated.
That's
my unpopular opinion.
I would completely agree. This is a very good story, but in terms of what they are, I think werewolves and Frankenstein, the undead, are so much cooler. But I know vampires are undead, but I mean zombie undead.
No, I know what you mean, but even I've never seen Interview with a Vampire, but Blade doesn't do it for me. The other night, 30 Days of Night was on, and I tried watching that, and
30 Days of Night I like more than most.
Yeah, and then there's stuff like Twilight, which
that's not vampires.
Yeah. Well, they're vampires. I'm trying to think of what else there is vampires, but yeah, I don't know.
What we do in the shadows. It's great.
I like the movie. I haven't really watched.
I haven't watched the
show, but because Tika isn't in the show, kind of turns me off.
So we watched one episode. It was, I remember them. We did watch one. It was pretty good. It's just we haven't been able to get it, not get into it, but watch it. It was enjoyable. Not as good as the movie, but the movie had its moments and that humor and stuff like that. But yeah, I agree with you. Out of all of the big bad, it goes for me. Would you classify Frankenstein and zombies in the same thing because they're both reanimated corpses?
No, they're different. So Frankenstein's monsters, zombies, werewolves, mummies,
and then
Dracula. Those are kind of.
So I would do zombies
and the Creature from the Black Lagoon,
and Invisible Man.
Invisible Man's part of that too.
So I would do zombies.
Yep.
Sorry, zombies top.
Yep.
Werewolf.
Okay.
Frankenstein.
Yep.
Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Okay.
Mummy.
Yeah.
Invisible Man.
Yeah.
And then vampires.
I would do the same, but I would probably flip flop the zombie or not zombies. Frankenstein's monster and werewolf.
You'd have those go higher. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd have the Frankenstein's monster then werewolf.
I'm a huge fan of werewolves. Like, we just watched. What was that movie we just watched? Where, Jesus, it was a game too.
The Telltale, the werewolf one.
There was a movie though that just came out where like there was a town and like a werewolf attacked them and they didn't know who the werewolf was and
it's a new movie.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was just released and it was actually a lot of fun.
You didn't rate it in your app? Keep track of it?
I don't know, Chris. Okay. I don't know.
Come on. That's how I keep track of what I watch.
Come on, Ryan. What is that? What I'm talking about? It was a video.
It was a video game?
It was a video game.
Super Mario Brothers? Mortal Kombat?
Yeah.
Werewolf movie. Werewolf. If I spell werewolf right, that might help.
Where?
Cool.
Oh, Werewolves Within.
Werewolves Within. That's a video game?
It was based off a video game, yeah. It's a really good movie. It's 2021. It's a very good movie.
It says horror comedy too.
Yeah, it's good. It's really funny and it's really like so you don't know everybody. They keep pointing in the movie like everybody is like a werewolf. So you're like,
Sam Richardson's in it.
Maybe this guy's a werewolf. Maybe this guy's a werewolf. Maybe this guy's a werewolf. Maybe the girl's a werewolf. Maybe this girl's a werewolf. So they just keep putting you all over the place. And then as they progressively keep like getting killed off, you're like, well, I guess I was wrong. Oh, I guess I was wrong. It's really good. So it's like, if you have a chance, I'd watch that one. But like, I'm a huge fan of that. Werewolf at Night, the Marvel is a very good show. I don't know. I even liked Van Helsing with like the werewolf part of Van Helsing. I thought that was like, but other than that, like I would say werewolf more than because we haven't had a really good Frankenstein retelling. There was that I Frank or whatever it is when he's like fighting with demons, and that wasn't Frankenstein. That was just, Would you even consider like Dr. Hyde and Mr. Jekyll part of that? Like monsters on Mars?
Well, so I was listening to Retro Fandango, must have been a couple episodes ago, and they were talking about I think it was Van Helsing. They were talking about how Richard liked it because it's not that it's a good movie, but it's got its moments and it's just throw on and just kind of chill out to. And it made me think, and you just made me think of it with Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, is the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. I like that movie. I think it's fun.
That was naughty.
Yes. And it's got Jekyll and Hyde in it. The Invisible Man's in it.
Nemo,
Captain Nemo. Like they just kind of smash everything together and it works.
It was Finding Nemo.
Yes. The Nautilus.
Yeah, I liked it.
Billy the Kid, right? Was it Billy the Kid?
No, it wasn't Billy the Kid. It was
wasn't it?
Finn. It was
it was Billy the Kid.
No, it wasn't Billy the Kid.
Let me see. Jekyll and Hyde.
I would be down for a second movie of
Captain Nemo. I would too. It was Tom Sawyer. You're right.
Yeah, it's Tom Sawyer.
Okay. And Ishmael was there too. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I like them all. Like I didn't like that Moriarty got taken out so early. Like he's such a good villain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he is. Yeah.
But like even the vampire girl,
yeah.
Even Dorian, like the guy with the painting. I thought that was like a cool.
That was cool.
Throwing him in there. I didn't mind that movie. I would have been down for a second one. I think it's obviously it's what 2003. 21 years. Yeah, 21 years.
Wow. Yeah,
I think it's been a little too long to go with that again. If anything, we would have to do like a reboot it. But I don't think you could hit that same magic with Sean Connery as Quartermain.
No, not at all.
Right? Because like remember at the end of the movie, he's like, you said you will not die, like and you only die in Africa. So like his grave started moving. So like what are you gonna do? He's dead. You're not gonna bring him back. Like, I'm not trying to be mean, but like, I don't think you could recast Sean Connery. Like, he was that character. Like, he's the charismatic, like almost drunk old British hunter. Like
Yeah.
He's been on too many safaris, just sitting there completely wasted. No, I like League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. I even like Constantine. Like the
I've never watched Constantine. That's Keanu, right?
Watch it. It's pretty decent. Like everybody, even who plays the devil. I like the guy who plays the devil. This whole episode is us catching up and then looking at like who did what and who was in what. Who played the devil. Peter Stormare.
I don't know if I know who that is.
Yeah, you do. If you saw his weird face, he's been in a ton of things.
He's the guy from Armageddon, the crazy Russian.
Yeah. So he plays Lucifer. He's the devil.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And was he not in? Yeah, he was not Laughing Boy. Wasn't he? Was he Laughing Boy in? Oh my God! I can't remember what it's called.
That's what this episode is. It's
what? No, maybe he isn't in it. What the hell is the movie about the two guys, the Irish guys, the vigilantes?
I don't know.
Yes, you do. And they made a sequel. All Saints.
Oh no, Boondock Saints.
Boondock Saints. Yeah, that's not. He's not in Boondock Saints.
I don't think so.
No, he just looks like the guy from Boondock Saints.
But yeah, like he was really good. Like it was a good movie. I'd love for them to do a sequel of that one too. Like if you look at Constantine in the comics, Constantine's like a blonde British guy. So casting a North American dude with black hair, looks like Keanu to play him, you'd be like, oh, it's such a bad casting, but Keanu played it really well. It was really good.
Okay. Maybe I need to add that one to my list.
It's enjoyable. Like it's at least a good watch.
Yeah.
But like we're behind on everything else. Like I haven't finished Loki, even though I love Loki.
No, we watched one episode of Loki and one episode of Ahsoka, and we haven't gone back yet.
No, it's not that I didn't like it. It's just I haven't had the time. And I really love that they added what's his name to it. Fucking, we just did it again. The guy from Goonies.
Oh yeah,
Short Round. Who just won?
Well, so we literally a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, we watched Everything Everywhere All at Once.
It's good, eh?
Oh my God, that was so good, and I understand why it won so many Oscars.
Yeah, like
Paula and I loved it.
Such him as like the action star, just coming back into that, just man, and like the butt plug scene.
Dual butt plugs.
I know, it was crazy, but they have to do weird things to connect the different.
I thought it was so unique, so awesome. Like I haven't seen anything that what's another word for unique? That's
extraordinary
in a while.
Gentlemen.
Yeah. Like it definitely deserved the awards that it won, and the people that won the awards, like it was great.
The hot dog fingers.
Oh my God, I was busting a gut at that. And the mustard and the ketchup.
Yeah, that one was really good. And then we also watched The Whale.
I liked it, but it was so depressing. Like,
man,
right? Like
that one part when he's like crying, and the girl from Stranger Things was amazing in it.
She did a great job.
Such a bitch, though.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Wow.
When like Brendan Fraser's sitting there crying, and he's like, "I just need to know I did something good with my life," and I'm sitting there like, "Shut up, dude!" And like we watched this literally when everything was happening, and I'm just like, "Why am I watching this? Why am I doing this to myself?" Good movie though. It was a good comeback movie for him, and he did a really, really good job in that movie. Like coming from Encino Man, George of the Jungle, and all of like even the Mummy movie. This blew me away. Absolutely blew me away.
Yeah. No, it was good. It was depressing,
but it was depressing. Good. Do not watch it if you're in a bad state of mind, because it will bring you down.
100%. Yeah,
it was. But yeah, we did that. I'm trying to think what else. I don't even know.
What else did I give? Oh, another good one we watched is The Greatest Beer Run Ever.
Oh, that one looks really good. It's got what's his name in it?
Zac Efron.
Zac Efron, who got a chin now.
Based on a true story.
Have you seen his
like
new chin?
His? Oh, are you talking from the wrestling?
Well, he broke his chin and he got a new chin apparently.
Oh, really?
White jaw now.
Oh, I didn't know that. Was that during like filming of the wrestling movie?
It was before.
Oh, it was? Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a great watch. It based on a true story about a guy who lives in New Jersey and hasn't really done anything with his life, and decides in having a conversation at a bar to bring beer to his friends that are over in the Vietnam War to like support them. And he legit like faked his way
Based on a
and
true
went.
story, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
actual pictures from when he was there. It's so good. It's lots of fun. So
It's like that's really cool. Like I thought that was like when I saw that, I'm like, you know what? And I don't mind Zac Efron. Like
no, you know what? I like him like a lot. I think he's a good actor. I think what he does is good.
I want to see I do want to see Iron Claw.
Yes, Iron Claw looks great.
It looks amazing. Like it looks really good. And when I saw like him in it, I'm like, oh yeah, you kind of sit there going, it's gonna be okay. And then like I hear how like people are going crazy for it and how he looks and everything else. Like I heard the casting for that is really, really well done. So we watched Barbie.
I watched it. It was okay. I didn't mind it.
I'm indifferent. I'm not like against it. I'm not for it. Like I will tell you though that I did sing that Ken song over and over again. You know, I'm just Ken. I got that stuck in my bloody head.
I liked Michael Cera in it. I thought he was good.
What's his name? Not Ken.
He's not Ken. He's like Mark or something.
We'll call him Bernard.
Bernard.
I still have Blue Beetle. I have yet to see it.
Yeah, I haven't watched it.
I still have Creed 3. I have yet to see it.
I still haven't watched 2.
I haven't watched The Flash yet.
No.
Like, I haven't even watched John Wick 4 yet.
I started it and didn't finish it. I can't remember why.
I did watch Across the Spider-Verse, the new one.
I haven't watched it yet. Good?
Very good.
Okay.
Very, very good. I watched Renfield, but I think that was in a past episode where we talked about that. But Renfield was really good. I'm trying to think what else I watched.
So, a movie I watched.
Oh, and Talk to Me.
Oh, whoa. I watched Talk to Me. Wasn't that good?
So good. Yeah. I was not expecting to like Talk to Me as well. So, Talk to Me is like the producing company, Raka Raka. They were the guys that did those like really obscure YouTube videos of like Ronald McDonald beating up the other like things, and they're from New Zealand. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to give them a chance because I'm like, I like their YouTube stuff, but let's see how they do something with horror. My God, the concept for it was good. The way the shit looked was good. Like it was a good movie.
Yeah. And a simple concept that worked.
Man, it was so good. I was blown away by it.
Yeah.
And then, oh, go ahead.
So the one I watched, I saw somebody post that they watched it and they said how it was really good. I liked it. I think if I watched it in a group, I would like it more. It's called Please Don't Destroy the Treasure of Foggy Mountain. Have you heard of this?
No.
So it's the guys or writers from Saturday Night Live. So it almost has like a Lonely Island feel to it.
Okay.
And it almost feels like it's a really long SNL skit or a few SNL skits thrown together, but it works.
Okay.
But the one guy is Martin Herlihy. So his dad was a big SNL writer back in the day, and now he's an SNL. And then the other guys, John Higgins and Ben Marshall. So, and Conan O'Brien's in it. So,
you know what this reminds me of? What's it called? Donald Glover's original trio. Like he had a group, and it was like the three of them together.
Okay,
similar, like you said, the Lonely Island, but like it just Mystery Team, I believe it is, where like they had a movie about that, and it was like similar concept, but they look, it's like the three of them together, and like they've been together, and they're always like everything they put together is like the three of them are like together, kind of like Lonely Island too, like you said.
Yeah. So
that's cool.
It's a unique concept, and it had some pretty funny parts. I think it would be one better though to watch with a group. Like it's one of those like you sit down and everybody has a good chuckle and maybe have a few drinks or you smoke something beforehand and you'd really enjoy it.
You like, really like him.
Bowen Yang from SNL. You know who he is?
No.
Okay. Anyways, he's in it. He's pretty damn funny. He's I think he's a gay Asian guy, and he's just hilarious.
I like Conan, so you had me at Conan.
Yeah.
The man with the best hair in Hollywood.
Yes.
I watched season 1 and 2 of Ted Lasso.
Yeah, so
I haven't watched season.
You got 1 more to go, right? Yeah,
we really like it. We just started watching Shrinking.
Oh, Shrinking's so good. We watched that. Yeah.
I have Twisted Metal. Haven't watched it, but I heard it's good.
I watched the first episode, I think.
Yeah. I've been really bad, Chris. We don't have time.
No, you don't, right?
There's never enough time to watch half the crap that you watch.
Well, and I mean, we haven't talked since podcast since July, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just going back and I'm like, oh yeah. So I watched Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. We didn't talk about that because that was after we recorded.
Very good.
I gave it a 4 stars out of 5. I loved it.
The ending, that song they chose, The Dog Days Are Over.
Yeah.
So good.
So good. Yeah.
So good. Did you hear what they did with that though? They told her, they asked, James Gunn asked Florence if he could use one of her songs, but he didn't say what song. And he wanted to surprise her. So she was watching the movie for the first time and they recorded her reaction.
Really? Okay.
She was crying because it was perfect.
Yeah, it worked.
Mirroring the two. Yeah. And Drax dancing. I'm not going to lie. I got emotional when he's like, you were meant to be a destroyer. You were meant to be a dad. I'm like, oh my God, what am I using? Goddamn Nebula. I liked it. It was a good way to end it. Not a lot of things get a good trilogy, to say the least. And to have a good trilogy with a good ending is very rare. Yes. A lot of people don't like the movie. They have they're going to have issues with it. I think because James Gunn jumped to DC now.
Yeah.
But I don't give a shit. The guy can direct.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I like the Suicide Squad, the new Suicide Squad that he did. Great.
Oh, I love that. Way better than the first one.
It just detachable kid, Nathan Fillion with the arms popping off.
Yeah, I just wish Pete Davidson was in it more.
He was the perfect amount of in it. I hate him. I
love Pete Davidson.
No,
you don't like him, eh?
No, I like the guy who did was Polka Dot Man.
Yeah, he was good too. Yeah,
I'm a superhero. We're just talking about. Should we do a recommendation?
We can do one now. Sure.
Want to do it? Here we go.
Yeah, we got to play it though.
The Ramble, Record, Repeat Random Recommendation.
Say that 5 times fast. Come on, I dare you.
No.
Oh, Stanley's upstairs and he's sleeping. I can hear him doing the woof.
Oh yes,
the sleep barking.
Yeah, always. Those are awesome.
We'll eventually have a video buffer or bumper for the random recommendations. I did the new video intro, which was pretty awesome. It took us 5 months to do it. I'm going to do surprise, a video game recommendation. It is a very cheap game on Nintendo Switch right now. I think it's $4, maybe $5 with tax.
So you're saying I should go buy it after this episode?
It is relaxed to the point where Ashley comes and takes the Switch and plays it portable.
Okay.
She's never done that with any other game. And I don't have Mario RPG, but I've been playing all the other ones. The new Mario
Wonder,
where he turns into an elephant shit. I have
Wonder.
I have Baldur's Gate on the PS5, Baldur's Gate 3 and shit like that. So I've been playing that. I don't know if I'm going to pronounce it right, so I'm going to spell it first, and it's Suika. So it's like Sukia. And it is a game where you have fruit and you drop the fruit, and cherries the smallest, and it goes strawberries, blackberries, then
I think I've seen Ellis play this.
Orange. So you keep dropping it, and you drop a cherry to a cherry, then it turns into a strawberry. You drop a strawberry to strawberry, it turns into a blackberry. And what happens is the more you make the combinations and the matching, the higher your score gets. But you have a set area to build this in. So it's kind of like a loose Tetris where everything can move and shift. And then once the fruit goes out of the top, so it's kind of like you're stacking it in a grocery bag. And when the fruit comes out of the top, your game is over. You're done. So as it rolls and hits, and you can get bigger and bigger fruit, and it turns larger and larger, you could lose hours into this game and not even know, because you're just sitting there waiting for things to shift and move. And for $4 or $5, insane. like the replayability is a lot of fun. Again, Ashley has taken the Switch and just went and played the hell out of this game.
So this is the one I saw Ellis playing,
Really?
and it's called the Sukiya game or Watermelon. I don't know if this one's exactly the same. I'm literally on it right now, and if you go to sukiyagame.io in the web browser, you can play it.
Oh, okay.
So it's probably very similar to that.
Yeah, it's Suki, but it's like really fun, and on the Switch it just works nicely.
So
Like,
is it here? Let's do this. I'm gonna do this.
share a screen.
I'm gonna share my screen.
Pornhub.
Present. Share screen. I
Uh-oh.
want to share.
Just make sure you don't share the audio.
This one. Share.
So it's kind of like that.
But this is probably like the cheap version.
Yeah.
This is the free version, right?
See right there, like the cherries.
Yeah.
The cherries turn to cherries, they turn to grapes, strawberries, apples, and then water.
Yeah. But that's basically it. Is there music in the Switch one?
Yeah, it's a really nice, relaxing.
Yeah, because there's no music at all right now. It's just
here. Well, you stop. I'm going to share my screen now.
Okay.
How do I do it? I'm going to share my screen.
They have weird faces.
I'm going to share this one. So this is the Nintendo one, and it's $2.99.
Oh, maybe I'll go buy it.
So like it's like that's what it looks like.
Yeah,
and like it's pretty fun, and it's exactly the same thing. It's such a simple concept. It's such a simple game, and then you also have your today's high score, your monthly high score, and your overall high score, which I really like too. I thought that was a really cool thing that they added to that. So I really recommend. That's my random recommendation. It's probably the quickest and most to the point random recommendation I have. But my parents play the game. They were the ones that introduced me to the game.
Okay.
And then I got it for you can't beat $2.99. You can't beat. Well, it's probably that is American. I'm looking in the signal, so it's like four something.
But still, you can't beat that.
No, and it's a really good independent game. Like freaking Baldur's Gate is $100. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and like I was gonna do the Baldur's Gate. It's a fun game. If you like D&D, it's super fun. But I didn't because they don't have a physical version yet. It's only digital.
Really?
Yeah. And
this is the one that won Game of the Year, right?
Yeah, it's digital only. And when it releases, they are releasing it physically, and it's only being sold through the provider of the company that makes it, not through eBay, EB Games or GameStop.
Or
none
Amazon,
of that shit. They're not going to have it. And the PC version is 2 discs. The PS5 is 3 discs, and the Xbox is 4 discs.
What's the install size on the game right now?
It's only 100 gigs.
Huh. Interesting.
But I have the I have the PS5 like right down there, and I had the hard drive upgraded. I bought the M2, like the 2 terabytes.
Is that internal or external?
Internal.
Oh, okay.
They have a slot.
Easy to do.
Oh god, you just take the lid off, you slide it into place, you screw it, done.
Oh, so it's adding it. It's not replacing what's there.
No. And then I sold my PS5 or PS4 with the new hard drive, and I got like $300 for it.
Yeah, I saw you post it for sale.
Yeah, I got $300.
That, so nice.
Yeah, the ones that like, I'll take it with the 4 controller. So that was Christmas.
yeah, exactly.
What's yours? What's your random recommendation?
So I have gone down, maybe not a rabbit hole, but I discovered a YouTuber a while back now. I've been watching him for a while, and I've watched almost all of the stuff he's done. And I actually think Ryan mentioned him in an episode. I don't know if it was Ryan's staff pick or not, but I've been wanting to bring this to everybody's attention. And the channel's called The Northwest Wind, but what he does is stealth camping.
I think it was his staff pick.
Yeah. So he goes to weird places and does stealth camping. So the one that got me that I saw he did and drew me to his channel, his very first one, was he did a stealth camp at a Home Depot shed. So he went to a Home Depot and slept in one of their sheds outside overnight. And it's just him recording it. He makes a meal there, he eats a meal, and then he sleeps there for the night. And like there's not like always bad things that happen or not. Sometimes there are, sometimes they're boring, But like he did one where he did stealth camping in a dumpster and he got busted, and it was hilarious. And he's a character. He's entertaining to watch, but he's also a really genuine, down to earth, nice guy. He lives in is he Pennsylvania or no? He's in Ohio because he's a Cleveland Guardians fan and a Cleveland Browns fan and
Drew Carey fan.
Drew Carey, yeah. Oh, of course, because Cleveland rocks. So, but like when I first found him, he had just started doing it. Like 4 months ago was his first stealth camp. So I've been there kind of from the beginning, and he literally comments, like anybody that comments, he will respond and answer to them. And he used to do a lot of like outdoor urban fishing and camping videos and stuff, but he's since switched to the stealth camping stuff. And like if you're gonna watch him, watch like the Home Depot one, the one that is in the dumpster, and then maybe the golf course one's pretty cool. He's running away from being caught by the police. He did a train hopping episode, like one of his videos he did was a train hopping, so it was pretty cool.
I saw this one right here with the ice cream parlor one. It looks pretty interesting.
That one's not as good, but it's pretty funny. It's more funny than anything. But like, so have you heard of Steve? What the hell's his name? Steve
Gutenberg.
Steve Wallace.
No.
So Steve Wallace is a big Canadian stealth camper, and this guy's kind of been inspired by him. I don't enjoy Steve Wallace's videos as much.
He looks creepy.
Who, Steve Wallace?
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah. But anyways, so go to youtube.com/the Northwest Winds,
yeah,
and definitely watch some of his videos. He's really funny, and it's very enjoyable. His Christmas one's pretty good. He does a Christmas U-Haul stealth camp special.
What's your favorite one?
Right now, I'd probably go back to the dumpster stealth camping.
Yeah. Okay.
I think that's my favorite one.
That might be the one I start then. Or maybe I'll start the one you did. Maybe I'll start the Home Depot one.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure I've watched all of them now that he's done.
They're long videos too.
About a half hour to
like an
hour each. Yeah. But they don't feel long when you're watching them.
That's good. Yeah. I like when they do that and they pace it well and they edit it well.
Mm-hmm. And he's a character. He really is a character, but that's also who he is. So it's cool.
Uh-oh, I heard someone yell in the background. Are you about to, like, are we just gonna see someone walk through the door and like?
No. Paula was calling Ellis for some reason.
Shanking. But so I'll have to give that a watch, and you get that game, and then we'll come back next in 5 months.
6 months, no, because it was our first break was 4 months, our second break was 5 months. Now it's 6 months.
17 months later, we're gonna get like progressively our beards are gonna get longer, more gray. I'm gonna look more Hagrid. I'm gonna have to use that filter like 24/7.
Yeah.
But I've been playing, like I've been doing that. That game has taken up a lot of time too. So I expect you to have it downloaded when we come up so you can challenge Ashley, because right now I think her high score is 3,200.
Okay. I already forget the name of the game, so I'm taking a picture of it so I don't forget, and then I can download it from my Switch. There we go. It's
nice on the Switch. I dare you to get it, Ryan, if you haven't already got it. Or sorry, Michelle Rodriguez.
No, what's her name in the movie though?
I don't know.
Like Raz or Riz or Fraz or
no, that Rizzo is from Greece.
Yeah.
Letty.
Yeah, Letty. That's what it is.
And you're okay, wait. Who's Vin Diesel? Because we're both bald. Is it double Diesel?
Two Vins and a Rodriguez.
I'm fine with, but then wouldn't that make him Brian, like Paul Walker's character then? Or would it just be double Diesel?
Double Diesel, the double D's.
We're both just sitting there going, it's all about family. Nothing happens when you have family with you.
Only family.
Oh, that's a better one than mine. I just sound like a grumpy pirate.
I'll
go. I'll be Jason Statham. There we go.
But he's not in it till Hobbs and Shaw, isn't he? Or maybe the one before that.
Shaw.
I don't know. I tried. One day it was on. It was I think the most recent one, or maybe it was Hobbs and Shaw, and it was just happened to be on TV, and I was just like, "What the hell is this?" And I shut it off. Like it was just, I couldn't watch it.
Family. I want to do like I love from there to do like a Mario Kart DLC where it's like you have the Fast and Furious people, and you just have Dom with the big head, and every time he throws a turtle shell, it's like, family. I would totally play that. Yeah, I watched Hobbs and Shaw. It was bad. I watched Black Adam. Like, it's just the Rock's movies have not, like, I don't know. I'm gonna say this right now. John Cena is a better actor.
Oh, I love John Cena's hilarious in what he does.
Peacemaker, he was so good in Peacemaker, like stuff like that. But the only thing I liked The Rock in is again, maybe this is because I'm a dad, but I just watched The League of Super Pets with Nathan.
Okay.
It's like all the superhero pets, like Batman, Superman, they all have their pets, and it was pretty good. Kate McKinnon's in it, and I like Kate McKinnon.
Kate McKinnon,
Yeah, like she was great. She was the villain in this.
The Rock was good in the Jumanjis.
You know what I was getting? I was getting like I'm gonna say this now, but even though the League of Super Pets was The Rock and Kevin Hart, I was getting like the Rock and Kevin Hart fatigue. Like The Rock needed Kevin Hart for some reason.
Yeah, I could see.
You know,
that, yeah.
Like The Rock is just the physical, but he needed that Kevin Hart, like almost like Arnold and Danny DeVito were. You know, like that.
Yeah, twins and the one
Batman.
Batman.
He was the Penguin.
Yeah, but
they wasn't the same movie. Two different movies.
Two different movies.
They should have been in the same movie though. They were both like cold people. Maybe they knew each other. You never knew. They were doing like back dealings in the alley somewhere, giving icy hand jobs. But yeah, like I've been getting definitely The Rock fatigue right now. Like he's trying to do too much and it's just not. And then they bring him back into wrestling. Yeah, and I'm like, no, like
is he gonna fight Reigns again or what?
I think so, but like they did, like CM Punk was there, and then this, and I'm like, I'm really getting tired of this because these new people can't shine.
I'm honestly Punk. I'm glad he's back, but he hasn't wrestled yet since he's been back, has he?
He's wrestled in AEW, and he's got a lot of ring rust.
He wrestled in what?
AEW.
No, but he left AEW.
Yeah, but he wrestled in AEW. Oh, he did wrestle at WWE. He wrestled. Yeah, and he won. I don't know who it was, a dark match.
Okay, because he's supposed to fight
somebody.
Who is it? Somebody. It's not LA Knight. I like LA Knight.
LA Knights versus AJ Styles.
And I like AJ Styles.
But like they brought back Randy Orton.
Yeah.
And then they bring CM Punk to take away from Randy Orton. I'm like, nah, man, Randy needed his moment. Like he was gone for a year.
Did you see how pissed off Seth Rollins was in real life though? With
he doesn't
coming back.
He does not like Punk.
No, not at all.
Nobody knew Punk was coming back until that moment.
Yeah. Well, they said somebody big was coming back, but nobody knew who it was.
Everyone thought it was Randy.
Yeah, that's true.
He was gone
Which
for
it was.
a year.
Yeah.
And he was great. He comes back like no ring rust at all, like in top shape. Like,
yeah. I just want I want Reigns to lose his title and finally, because he's like how many days now has he been that champ?
And he's not even fighting.
And then same with Gunther and the IC title, but I don't know who he drops it to. But
I like Gunther though, because
I do too. He
fights, and his I call him Walter. That was his first name. Like when he first started wrestling, he was Walter.
He
was Walter, and then they called him Gunther or Gunter. But like, and he's a very physical fighter.
Yeah,
those chops he does.
Oh,
how do we get into wrestling?
Did you see the match with him and Miz where Miz can't challenge? Man, they were doing the chops. His chest was so red.
Yeah. Like, very physical fighter.
Yeah,
like if there was a Drago in WWE. He would be Drago.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah,
he would be a good world champion.
Yeah, and that's the next step, right? I heard rumors that they're going to do him and Reigns against each other, title versus title. But I think they have to have Gunther win that. I don't think they can have Reigns win it.
No, Gunther would have to win it because then Reigns would have too much.
Yeah, and Reigns is
she's a chud.
Yeah.
He's lost me. He was great. He had that moment where he was great. And then he didn't like change it. He just kept doing the head of the table because like The Rock is challenging him for the head of the table, not for the title and all that.
Yes.
Yeah. Like I said, it has me. I don't watch them. I just get little clips and stuff like that.
Yeah,
but it's
I catch it when I can, but I more or less turn it on. If I'm interested in the match, I'll watch it or I'll fast forward it or whatever. Yeah. So
we've gone everywhere in this episode from
that's
games.
That's who we are.
To Vin Diesel.
Movies, video games, food, wrestling.
Family.
You
gotta talk about family.
Family.
My favorite Vin Diesel movie was The Iron Giant.
I don't know what my favorite movie he did.
You like
Guardians of the Galaxy? Vin Diesel.
Riddick was good. He was good as Chronicles of Riddick too.
Yeah, that's Riddick's okay.
Or Pitch Black?
Pitch Black, yeah. Pitch Black was the first one, and then it was the Chronicles of Riddick.
I thought it was good. I like Pitch Black.
What else has he done? Let me see.
I
like Triple X.
No one likes Triple X.
I like Triple X.
No, you don't.
Knockaround Guys, that was fun.
You liked him in The Pacifier.
Oh my god. That was horrible. He actually hasn't done a lot of movies.
He's done a lot of voice acting, and then 1,000. My favorite is when Michelle Rodriguez was like, "Man, they should just stop doing Marvel movies. This is ridiculous." Says the girl who's in the 25th Fast and the Furious movie. Says Ryan, Michelle Rodriguez. Family. But no, and then like everywhere, and then the wrestling. We didn't even talk about food that much. So that's not bad.
A little bit of food.
We didn't do too much food. Now I'm part of the lightsaber club. Ryan, are you part of the lightsaber club? He's not part of the lightsaber club.
He might be. You don't know.
He's not. He's not cool. He's not cool like me. Not like this guy with a lightsaber that changes colors. But are we going to call it for the next 7 months?
No, 6 months.
37 months.
What we can do is we roughly know schedules. We could say we could do
we said this in the last one. We'll be back on this date, and then we never did.
Well, no, but I'm just thinking the Weekend Rental boys, not Weekend Rental. That's Ryan. No, he's not cool. Ryan's not cool. See?
No, but the
Josh and why am I forgetting Josh and Derek's not so special? It's because they called us out. Ryan called us out. They do their recordings at the end of every month, so we could just start doing ours at the beginning of every month. So February.
Well, I'm calling
first
them
or
out.
Second.
I'm calling them out for being dick hammers.
Not dickheads, dick hammers.
You gotta change up the words. Ryan's cool, but those guys over there, were they about to pour one out for us? I haven't, and that's the other thing. I haven't had like any chance to like keep up with episodes either. Like I've been listening to Weekend Rental every now and then, but like
I'm pretty much caught up with everybody, I think. So
did they say mean things about us?
Not recently, a couple episodes ago.
That's not nice. What about the Weekend Rental guys that's listening here? Was it mean?
It wasn't mean. They were more like, "Where are you guys? We really miss you.
We're hiding them. Where'd they go?" Did you see the when Josh on his Discord said, "When's the next episode of R3?" And I'm like, "You didn't hear our pudding episode?" And I didn't say anything else. Our live stream all about pudding. He's like, "Where? I don't see it anywhere." And I didn't respond to the comment at all. I'm just like, "Nah, I'm leaving that." That's just me just throwing random words out there.
That'll be our next episode, the pudding episode.
I think we could rock a pudding episode. Did you want to tell everybody about the previous Toronto Game Expo and then the next Toronto Game Expo go before we run out?
Yeah, I mean the last Toronto show was awesome. It was a good time. Attendance numbers were down, unfortunately, but things have been going well for this show. So March
the space
23rd
was amazing.
Yeah, and we're doing the same
building.
We're doing the same thing, same layout. We got Brampton Batman coming back again.
Even those random kids that showed up in the Halo costumes.
Oh, those were cool, right? Yeah.
Literally, I was like, I guess they gamed together, like a group of people, and they all came in full Halo Spartan armor.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. Yeah.
One dude even had the big hammer.
Mm-hmm. A lot of good cosplay. Some
you had to look up because the bums was hanging out, and you not.
Oh yeah.
Like I would walk into things with. And then they come over to talk because I had the Toronto Game Expo shirt. I'm like, "Hey, we have a question." I'm like, "Yes, yes." What's your question?
We must look up. Yeah.
I go, "I'm not looking at you in an appropriate way." No,
but you know what the sad thing is? You took all that footage for me. I don't even think I've looked at it yet.
You boob. I was like talking to people, and I'm like, "Can I get?" Because I always ask everybody if I can, like,
of course,
do that, and they're like, "Yeah, of course, man." And that like there's a guy who made like all the weapons, and I'm like, I had to film the weapons because like the detail and the weaponry that the guy designed was amazing.
Yeah.
The vendors, you know what? So I had like from people I was talking to, it was like a 50-50 bag. People were like, there was more crafts than video games, and then the other one, there was more video games than crafts. I thought it was a perfect mix, and I loved the crafts that were there.
Yeah,
they were really cool, and I thought like I bought a bunch of stuff, like not crazy stuff, but like little things that I thought it was such a cool thing to have. Like the fact that they were there, and it was like the way you guys set the tables up was like video game craft, video game craft, video game. So it was like it didn't like just feel like one. It was more of a convention, an expo than just like the other ones, and I really liked it. It was good.
Yeah, funny you say that. Is we got a lot of complaints from the craft vendors that they don't want to be mixed in with the video games.
So they want to be separate?
They want an artist alley. So we're doing that for this show.
You know what? Like that is how it is, but I kind of like that it was separate. But to be fair, I can understand it makes it hard to find someone. Just go to the
and
artist alley.
that's exactly it. Yeah. So we're switching it up. We're gonna do an artist alley.
I do have a complaint about the people that came. It's a raffle. It doesn't work different than any other raffle.
I know.
Put the ticket in the box that you want to win. You don't throw both and you keep one to yourself. It's the same. I'm sorry. I've been holding this in. People were asking me it's a raffle, man.
Yeah, I know. I don't get why people don't understand how that works. Like, tear the ticket, keep one, put one in.
Yeah, one guy's like this. He literally had like a stack of 20. He goes, and he give you a thumbs up, and I'm like, no, you're not gonna win. You're done. I'm not opening the box.
Yeah.
Every prize was claimed.
Yes. Yeah. So
that was good, man.
So yeah, March 23rd, but like vendors have been great for the next show. Ticket sales have actually been fairly strong early on, which we normally don't see, which is nice. People are taking advantage of early bird pricing. Like I said, we got Brampton Batman coming back. We got the free play arcade area video game coming back.
Fair, it's colder, so no one wants to be outside.
That's true. Cosplay's coming back, and we have some more cool announcements coming soon. We're trying to finalize some things, so excited.
It's going to be good. It's gotten better. The only problem is Wilson was there. That's the only problem.
I haven't messaged him yet, but I think he's coming again.
Oh, Wilson.
And Neil will be there too.
I haven't picked my work yet, but I'll be able to get the weekends for that, so I can come and help out again.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Because it was fun. Hell, man! Like I got to like the first time I saw Josh and Derek, and I don't know how long.
Mm-hmm.
And it would like no other. We were supposed to do our boat trip in the summer. Never happened.
Yeah, they called us out about that.
It's not you. It's like my schedule. Trust me, my schedule is so hard. Like, trust me. That's what she said. It's so hard. But yeah, man, it's. I keep saying every episode, I'm like, it's gonna get better. I am a trainer now, though, which is kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a trainer at the division, and I'm going for instructor, which is what I originally wanted from the beginning, and that's Monday to Friday, 7 to 3, weekends and holidays off.
Nice.
So it's you got your upgrade, so
yeah, I'm
gonna get mine, and then maybe I'll have a life again.
Yay. Probably not, but still.
But I'll be able to if I sign like Sparebird, which is what I'm doing now, where I don't know what I'm doing until the day before, I can get weekends. So then I'd definitely be able to do the May 2-4 garage sale.
Oh, it's been a while since we've done that.
I know. I shake it. I got to get that pot, that Le Creuset pot.
Yeah.
Maybe we can convince Ryan to come.
Ooh, yeah, maybe.
Ryan, come. We could do a Vin double diesel garage selling episode, a live. Was it a YouTube live, an actual live,
legit live?
Yeah, in the car eating McDonald's,
listening to not Real Big Fish or
Shania Twain.
No, it was
Shania Twain.
It was Real Big Fish or one of those bands. When you, me, and Miles, I remember.
Oh, it was Me First and the Gimme Gimmes, I thought, or something along those lines.
I can't remember, but
well, thank you for joining us. Sorry it was so long. Where can we find you at, Chris?
Of course, I'm at Nintendo Hodge on Instagram and Twitter and YouTube, and I think that's it. And then Toronto Game Expo and Barrie Game Exchange on websites and stuff.
And I'm at R3_podcast for Instagram and X, but
Twitter.
X
Twitter.
But I don't respond much on that. So yeah, have a go on, everybody. Peace. See you in 7 months, 5 months, 6 months.
Play that new outro.
It's just the same.